Up to this point, we've looked at how to access information about sites and their lists. Now let's take a look at how to access information about list items. The biggest difference between doing this in the client object model as opposed to the server object model is that the list type does not expose a collection called items. Instead, it has a method called getItems, which accepts a camel query. The type we use in the client object model to represent a camel query is called camel query. The camel queries themselves use the same hideously ugly XML syntax that we're used to in the server object model. When using a camel query, we can specify the fields we want to be returned in the view fields in the query itself, or we can just omit the view fields and then use the parameters to load or load query to specify the fields we want returned, as we've seen in previous examples. One final thing to note is that the camel query type works like the SP query in the server object model. You can only query one list using this type. The client object model does not have an equivalent to the SP site data query that allows you to query multiple lists within a site collection. However, it does give you access to SharePoint search using the keyword query type. Let's move on to a demo where we'll see how to use camel queries in the client object model.